It's time for Did You Watch It?
How does this show work? We watch what we like, we talk about what we watch, and maybe you'll like what you hear. I'm Liz.
And I'm Neil.
Last night, we streamed episode 6 of I Want to Marry Harry. We watched the show on June 20th, 2014. Here's what we thought about it.
Welcome to Hell Day at Deerfield Castle.
Oh my God, I just couldn't believe this.
Oh man, this was a day. I love how Jacqueline was just totally fighting it and like doing the whole denial thing, walking around in her pajamas and her sleep mask as the sergeant's walking behind her.
Right? Like they were going to disappear magically. Poof.
Exactly. I want to be treated like a princess. I'm not okay with someone yelling at me all the time.
Oh my gosh.
It's like, really?
But that wake-up call was scary. I must say, being woken up out of a dead sleep by someone screaming in your ear.
Yeah, at 5, it's not even an o'clock as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, you and I are not morning people.
No, not at all. I will say, when the sergeant said right turn and Jacqueline turned left, I knew she had to go.
Well, I gotta say, as someone who is also directionally challenged, I was kind of relieved that some of them didn't turn the right way.
No, only one. Only one.
It was only one?
Yeah, everybody else turned right. Jacqueline turned left.
Aww.
Yeah, one of these things is not like the other.
Yeah. How embarrassing.
So they got dressed into their little wife beater and short shorts.
Yes, exactly.
Which is absolutely appropriate to be wearing at 5:30 in the morning.
Of course. I love the way they all had their name across their chest. It was cute.
Oh, yes, exactly. But fortunately, they were given, overalls or coveralls or a hazmat suit, whatever, to wear for the obstacle course that they were going to be engaging.
Man, they needed it because that was filthy, nasty, smelly badness.
Oh, yeah. I must say, I believe that you were absolutely right about Karina, because when the sergeant mentioned what the winner got for winning the obstacle course, the whole day of pampering with Sir.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she just about mass and guild all over the place. So I would say, yeah, you're about right on with the assessment. Note to Kelly, I don't believe it's very princess-like to say out loud, bitches going down.
There was like a notebook to Kelly during this episode.
Yeah, believe me, I just don't have that much ink because really, even though the camera spent an inordinate amount of time on Kelly, it was all about Megan.
I know.
And Kelly made sure it was all about Megan.
It goes to show that spending so much time talking about another girl, you gotta look at that. Like, what is that about? Are you totally threatened by her?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The boob envy was just all over the place. I've never heard a woman talk more about another woman's boobs off the internet.
It was crazy. It was like she was obsessed.
If I want to hear that much conversation, I'll pay my $29.95 a month. So, at a reasonable hour, Megan was awakened by Kingsley and invited to have, I guess it was breakfast in Sir's Sweets.
Yes.
One question. Why is she freaking out about being in her PJs in front of Sir?
Well, because I think Megan really has bought into the whole Prince Harry thing. I think she's seeing kind of crowns in her eyes, right? For lack of a better term. I think so she was just kind of intimidated, and especially when she showed up and he's fully dressed. It's like,
right. Because I'm just figuring it's a step up from Commando.
Oh my gosh.
So, after breakfast, they went down to the tennis courts. Of course they did.
Yes, and it was quite cheeky.
Yes, it was. I liked how, before they went downstairs, coy Megan asked for permission to still call him babe, even though she knows who he is and everything.
Yeah,
but,
it was a kind of a cute explanation.
It was very cute. But I got to tell you, the more I hear her say the word babe, the more it's just not sounding right.
Right? I just want it to stop.
Because I'm trying to figure it out. Is she stressing the trailing B? be too hard, or you know what? Maybe she should substitute daddy.
I don't know, but it just makes me rethink all the times I've called a significant other babe repeatedly. Was it really that annoying?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever. Wait, wait. I will do baby. I will do baby. I will never do babe.
No, I was big into the babe a few years ago.
It's 270s for me. How's it going, babe? They had their little date and everything with the lights and the trees and the little teepee and everything. No, to Matt, I'm truly not concerned that the romantic setting will help Megan open up to you a little bit and break down some barriers. I'm more concerned that you have yet to notice at this late date the absence of said barriers. So back at the castle,
okay,
the girls are like getting ready for dinner or for bed or whatever. Anyway, the fireworks start going off.
Oh, and this was brutal.
I don't understand, okay? All of them are saying, oh my God, do I hear fireworks? Yeah. Oh my God, there are fireworks? Yeah. Well, don't tell Kelly. What? Okay.
Like she's not going to see or hear them.
Yeah, because, they're right outside.
Oh my gosh. She was not having it though.
I need your help. I need you to explain this to me.
Okay.
It's like she's standing out there looking out the window saying, oh, hell no, this is not happening.
Okay, I'll put it in girl talk perspective just from what I can conjecture.
Yeah, because my dog ate that page.
Okay.
So
So I think she was just thinking from the competition standpoint, because we see that Kelly is all in, right? She is in it to win it. And I do mean win. She wants the prize, the Prince Harry prize, right?
Yes.
It's not about, oh, I think he's a great guy or whatever. It's, I need to be with Prince Harry. So I feel like she was thinking, oh no, she's not getting this awesome date with fireworks and I'm sitting here back at the castle. Because you just see the depth of her reaction, man. It is no joke in Kelly world.
Your explanation and translation sound incredibly reasonable, which is even more bothersome.
Right? It just seems like, really? Kelly?
Serious? Are you kidding me? And after the little fireworks show, Matt takes her to the little pup tent that was set up.
Yeah, that was so cute.
Yeah, complete with love seat, wet bar, and a queen-size bed with antlers and furry throw pillows.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
If you're going to go big.
Go big or stay home.
Well, he was staying home.
Yeah.
He just decided to go big at home. So the next day, Megan comes back to the gaggle suite, and the reception is a little bit better than the one that she got when she left, which is good.
It was a little better, but...
It was a little better. It wasn't great.
It didn't last very long. Because
No, it
the
didn't.
minute she started talking about the date, oh...
Yeah, she's talking about the date, and then she brings up the antler bed and the fur-covered pillows.
Yeah, there were antlers and fur everywhere.
And Megan was embellishing a little bit when she said that he threw her on the bed.
Yeah, I missed that part.
Oh, no, I didn't miss that part at all. Because, believe me, I stopped, I backed up, and made sure that I heard exactly what she said. Because it's like, I'm saying, well, what the hell did I miss?
Oh, Megan.
Yeah, see, it's like, because as I saw it, Megan got into the bed under her own power.
Yes. She did.
I was a little surprised. Kelly is smiling, obviously pissed, but smiling.
Yeah, but she wasn't smiling for that long.
Oh, no, well, long enough.
Then it was
more
like
than Kimberly.
Bitter face, sour face.
Well, it was bitter face with a smile, which is kind of like, when you're in the throes of your afterglow is kind of hard to distinguish. So, Kimberly was the one that was like, oh, so bitter face.
Oh, yeah. Kimberly, I think she's just so genuine, and that's what we've come to like about her.
Oh, yeah.
She's just so genuine, and I just don't think she could hide it.
No, she can't, which is good.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But all the stuff that I was saying about Kelly last episode, it's starting to wear thin right now.
Right. I agree with you. I am kind of not on the Kelly train.
Yeah, I've got one leg off.
Especially after this.
And after she hears about the date, she's on a mission. I've got to tell Prince Harry about Meghan right now, before it's too late.
It was so, as we saw it unfold, just so calculated and manipulative.
Yes.
It was like she had an agenda and she was not going to let up until we saw results. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I was really kind of disappointed because that's not what I thought about her initially.
Yeah, the thing is, it's like, yes, she kind of presented a lot younger than she was when she was all up in the romanticizing of the moment.
Yeah.
But there was still something there. It's like once you heard her story and once you understood where she was coming from, it's like, okay, I get it now. And there was the positivity that you could definitely take away from that.
Yeah.
But
in this episode,
it didn't take long for that positivity to go away.
no, it's like vanished. Now I can't even recognize it because all I see is this kind of vindictive Kelly.
Yeah, she needs to put the curl back in her
I
hair.
kind of want the old Kelly back.
Yeah, well, she ain't coming back.
Well, you can't unsee it, right?
Nope.
Wait, I gotta give a shout out to the hot drill sergeant.
Oh, you go.
Because he was hot.
Okay.
And totally my type. The little silver fox, salt and pepper, super
Really?
manly. I didn't like the yelling, but the rest of it was really hot.
Okay. Very interesting.
The military outfit, the beret, the whole thing. Gosh.
For winning the obstacle course, did I mention that she actually won the obstacle course?
She did win the obstacle course.
For winning the obstacle course, Kelly got a pampering with Sir.
Yeah, I kind of wasn't sure what this was going to be about.
Yeah, well, it was a couple's massage, I guess you could say. But man, this is when Kelly lost me.
We unleashed the beast in this moment.
Yeah. She started to say, so, how was it? Da, 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 da. And she just started getting into Megan and the fact that she's this, and that, and the other. And
it was relentless.
Yeah, it caused Matt pause, obviously.
Of course. I mean, poor guy, he's seeing this one side of Megan and he's really kind of intrigued by that. And then from sweet little Kelly, he just gets this load of stuff. And yeah, I could see his head spinning. I did feel bad for Megan because I felt like she was out to get her and she just railroaded her.
You're right. Yeah, we've seen catty moments.
And hilarious moments.
Exactly.
I don't think it was like maliciously intentional.
Yeah, the only one that was even questionable was that first one with Maggie and Jacqueline. When Jacqueline came up after, with Maggie had the raccoon face.
Oh, and called them mean girls and stuff?
Yeah.
I mean, but even in that moment, she was defending herself and then we saw the whole animation with...
Yeah, the alphabet soup reference.
Whatever.
And
I mean, that was hilarious, but Kelly just painted her as this huge villain, which honestly I didn't see. I saw a funny Schneike side.
Yeah, and Schneike is not necessarily a bad thing.
Right?
As long as you can temper it, as long as you can put it in context of, I'm just trying to be funny rather than trying to be hurtful.
Yeah.
Which is the tightrope that we walk on every friggin' week.
Right.
When we do these shows, because we want to be funny, but we also have to balance that with the fact that the people that are on these shows are actually people, and we don't know for sure just how much of a role editing plays in what we see in the final product. It's just a balancing act. I mean, on one hand, the people that, submit themselves for consideration for these shows, they kind of leave themselves open to it.
Yeah, they're signing up for it.
And with that, we also have to respect and understand that when they sign up for these shows, they kind of give up the right to say, no, I don't want this to be seen about me, or I don't want to be portrayed in this manner.
Right. You get the whole thing. You get all of it.
Exactly. And so, all of these women, all 12 of them, I'm sure that they're wonderful people when a camera's not in front of their face. Regardless of what we see, regardless of what the final product ends up looking like. And so, what we're looking at is a character that was created from the minds of the producers.
Yeah.
Just to be clear, it's the Kelly character that we're talking about. We're not necessarily talking about the actual Kelly. Because now we're really getting into the point where there's some definite sides being drawn and we're starting to see more, I'm not going to say evil characters, but definitely antagonists are starting to form.
Yeah.
More so than before.
It's so true. I didn't see it as much when there were more of them, but now it just seems like they want to see who's the threat, and then Kelly just had it out for her.
Yeah, and I don't know, maybe she's just suffering from a personality shift due to the concussion that she suffered.
Exactly.
When she tried to do the backflip on the boat.
Head trauma.
So, yeah, it's head trauma.
Ugh.
I'm telling you, 2-3 weeks, she'll be back to normal.
Okay.
But for right now, car and a camera is all she needs.
All askew.
So after the massage, all the ladies were gathered together for an audience at the local pub.
Yes, and that was a great example of the local pub.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, it was so right on. I loved it.
I was almost sorry that Maggie missed out on this.
She would have been right at home. Poor Maggie.
Yeah, poor Maggie. But, we miss you.
Yes, we do.
Here's another Kelly note. It's one thing to put a bug in Matt's ear while you've got him by himself. It's another thing to try to enlist the other ladies, to basically, pile on top.
Yeah, it was like a full-on let's wage a war against Megan.
Yeah.
I honestly felt bad.
Oh, I felt bad from the very beginning for her.
It was just terrible.
Yeah. Because I'm telling you, when she said bitch is going down, I knew Kelly wasn't playing anymore.
And how did we not see that part of Kelly before? It's just all of a sudden, whoosh, out in this episode.
Head wound. Head wound.
Could be, my friend.
I noticed that Kimberly, Karina, and Rose really didn't say anything to Matt.
No.
At least that we could see. Kimberly, definitely not.
They were probably in shock.
Yeah.
I know I was.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, what in the world? What is going on?
But then, here comes Jacqueline once again coming to somebody's rescue.
Yeah. She did chime in.
It's like first it was Maggie, and then it was Annalisa.
Yeah, I think Jacqueline just doesn't want to see anybody get a bum rap, which I kind of respect.
I can respect it, but you need to consider the source, too.
Exactly. In this case, it was a little misguided.
Yeah, they were definitely beating up on her at the pub.
Oh my gosh. It was a Megan roast.
Yes, it was. And thankfully, somebody had arranged for the paparazzi to stop by.
Yes.
So that everybody could be whisked away in the double-decker bus.
A little bit of a distraction from that conversation.
Yeah, just a turch.
Yeah, just a turch.
Yeah. Later that evening, Kingsley called the ladies together and said, "Sir, I would like to invite everybody to a casino night."
Yes.
In one of the parlors.
In one of the parlors. One of the many parlors.
They had the roulette going and a little bit of craps and this, that, and the other. So while everyone was playing, he kind of pulled Kimberly aside to get some input from her.
Yeah.
About what went down, which I'm okay with.
I gotta say, she is just adorable.
Yeah, I love her.
And she's even more adorable after this episode.
Yeah, exactly. She's very cute.
She's just sweet and genuine. She seems very genuine. God help me if we find out she's a conniving person at the end.
Right?
Right? It's gonna destroy everything. Right? And I feel like if they get to the end, she would really be all about Matt.
Yes.
Right? And I don't know if I can say that about anybody else.
I don't know if I can say that either. She finally got a kiss.
Yeah,
from
that
Sir.
Was cute.
That was very cute.
Yeah, and I liked what she said when she said, I didn't go for it on our date, and I'm glad now that I waited because it just built up to that moment. You know what I mean? I thought that was really sweet.
Now it means something.
Yes.
I like Matt's statement about Megan just having a big personality.
Yeah.
Among other things. But anyway.
Oh.
And that at times it can be off-putting. Jacqueline finally got her first private audience.
She did.
And we used it to throw Megan under the bus.
Yes.
Wow. She basically said, everything's good because you're Prince Harry and all, but if you were just a regular guy, she probably wouldn't have time for you. And it's like, you don't know.
But that's all Matt needed to hear.
Yeah. I really had to go over my notes and try to recall all the previous episodes. Nobody left the house because of Megan. However bad everybody's claiming that she was, nobody left because of her.
Yeah. No, I don't see it as this vindictive thing that Kelly is painting it out to be.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's just weird because she's just being funny. She's saying funny things and she's really speaking her mind. Megan is.
Right.
And I don't see that as being hurtful to other people. I don't think she was malicious. I mean,
No.
I don't remember that at all.
The only time I remember distinctly was that first dust up with Maggie.
Yeah.
In the first episode. But ever since then, she's been watching the stuff go on around her.
Yeah, I think you're right. She's been the observer with the coy look.
Yes, exactly. Playing footsie with Matt in the hot tub.
Exactly.
It was a very quick council. It wasn't really anything new It was just kind of Kingsley discussing the decision that Matt has to make and how he's going to handle it.
Yeah.
Kingsley enters the dining room as, everybody is there patiently waiting. And so he called on Jacqueline and Kimberly.
Yeah.
Okay? I called it last episode because Jacqueline's literally been orbiting.
Yeah, I think you're right.
This was not a surprise.
But I gotta say, I really liked what she said.
Yes.
She wasn't all bitter. She just said to him, really trust your gut. There's some great girls here. And
yeah.
I kind of respected that. So props, Jacqueline, for the gracious exit.
Then we have the problem of the evening.
This was so hard to watch.
Yeah, it was very hard to watch. When they were in the dining room after the girls left, okay, I'm sorry, Kelly's flat out lying. He didn't ask her anything. She volunteered.
Well, she's trying to save face in front of everyone.
Yeah, well, you know what? She kissed my ass. I mean,
know.
It just... Right? Because this is where Kelly really cut her ass with me.
It was just fabrication.
Yeah. See, this is the thing that I was alluding to earlier. Moving forward, she's got nobody to blame but herself if she gets kicked.
I know, but I'm really sad that it had to cost Megan being there.
I agree.
And I feel like she and Matt had a really good chemistry together. I felt like they were having fun.
Yeah. Would it matter? There's something saying in my head that, yeah, Prince Harry is nice and it would be like icing, but I think, to be honest, I think she was looking for cake.
Yes, you're so right. In the grand scheme of things, yeah, all the fluff is nice, but honestly, I think she's looking for a good guy as well.
Yeah. Karina's looking for icing.
Yeah. Right? That is so obvious. Karina and Kelly.
No, here's the thing. Kelly wants to win. I don't think Kelly cares about the icing.
Really?
Because there was too much boob envy going on.
There was a lot of boob envy.
Yeah, she wanted to beat the pretty girls.
Yeah.
She wanted to beat the sexy girls.
I'm conflicted. I don't like it.
So after Kingsley escorts Jacqueline and Kimberly to their posts, he goes back into the dining room and says, "The evening draws to a close.
Yes.
Will you please return to your bedrooms, except for Megan?"
And the pause seemed like it went on for a minute and a half.
Oh, it did, because I know I went to commercial.
Oh, gosh.
Because it was all, except for, how do you feel about your car insurance? It's like, dude.
Right? Just say it.
So Megan got called into Sir's suite, Sir's suites.
And this was just sad.
Yeah, this shouldn't have happened.
It shouldn't have. I feel like it was completely contrived and Matt was misinformed.
Exactly, and he fell for it.
And I don't like it.
Me either, but you know what? Kelly's got no excuse now.
Neil, are we agreeing?
Yeah, no.
Oh my
we are
God,
agreeing.
we're totally agreeing.
We always agree.
Not always.
Most of the time we do.
When it comes to reality TV,
we're about 80%.
I must say, though, you are opening my eyes, which I'm not sure whether to thank you or to, be really mad at you.
What?
Because now I'm starting to see this stuff.
Yeah.
It's easier to be in denial, right?
Oh, yeah. And you were Cleopatra. I felt exceedingly bad for Megan.
I did too. I just wanted to have a second chance. Is that weird? I felt
No, that's not weird.
I wanted at some point her to come back into the room and say, "No, Matt, you've got it all wrong."
You got it all wrong.
Literally, I was thinking that. I was envisioning that in my head for her.
If Matt truly did not feel a connection with her, I would say absolutely. Yeah, all right.
That wasn't the case. That was the case with Jacqueline, so I totally get that.
Yes,
but
totally get that.
That wasn't the case with Megan.
No.
And I'm kind of bummed.
Megan deserved to go out on better terms than that.
Yeah, based on the fact that he wasn't feeling it, if it was that. But like this? Boo, Kelly.
This was boo-boo.
This was boo-boo. But the good thing out of this episode, the really good thing, was what happened with Kimberly.
Yes.
That was super exciting, and I felt like that was a huge thing for Matt, because I feel like she could be his girlfriend.
Yes.
At the end of this.
I totally agree.
Right?
Yes.
So I can't wait to see what happens with that.
Yes. So, for this week's Megan moment...
Yes.
I don't know whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, but the Megan moment wasn't on the show.
Oh, it wasn't?
It wasn't. My personal Megan moment
Okay.
is my gratitude and thanks for her being who she was.
Aw, I'd have to agree with that because she was truly herself.
Yeah.
And she just said it like it was, and she was really funny.
There's no reason why you can't present yourself one way to one person and another way to another person as long as you're staying true to who you are.
Yeah. And I think there's a little of that, right? In most of us.
In everybody. It's not disingenuous. It's not dishonest.
I agree with you. You're just trying to be yourself. As long as you're true
You're
to
just
yourself.
trying to be yourself and you're trying to be appropriate to the situation.
Yeah.
So,
Word.
yeah. So my Megan moment is my gratitude.
Mine too. We love you, Megan.
All right. So next week, we'll
right.
see what the hell happens.
We'll see. We're down to the final four.
We're down to the final four. Oh, we do see that there's a dissenter in the ranks.
Okay.
Rose suspects that Harry is not who he says he is.
Right? I can't wait to see how that plays out.
We'll definitely have to keep our eyes on that one. Because if Rose goes, then I think we have a winner.
Right.
That's our time for today. You can follow us on Twitter at @did_watch_it. You can also find us at iTunes. Let us know what you think. Thank you for listening.